right, guys, welcome to Against the Grain podcast, episode number 5, a FOREBROS podcast brought to you by Get Your Ass in the Cart Productions. All right, guys, thank you so much for joining us. We're going to be talking about a recap of the St. Paddy's Day Open. All right, also, we will be talking about the upcoming event, the Hyatt Open. Let's bring everybody on here. Right here, I got the usual suspects. I got Sergio, I got Miah, and I got tonight making his appearance, new member Mike Pokemon Ostman.
Pokemon. What up? What up? Gotta catch them all.
Catch them all, man. Let's catch them all. What do you think? What do you think of the music, guys?
Oh, I like it. I'm down, dude. Let's go. I'm ready.
I'm ready to go to the club.
I'm ready to make some babies right now.
Guys, thanks so much for joining us, man. Thanks so much for joining us. I'm probably a little bit on a lag, and so I'll be in and out because, all right, I am in Houston right now. I'm in H-Town right now, and you know what? I'm gonna tell y'all fuckers. I'm staying here in Houston just to do this podcast, and then I'm taking off right back to SA right after this.
You're fucking crazy.
Oh man,
you do that?
No traffic though.
That's true. That's true, right? Well, I was in the spirit world, you know. It was in the spirit world.
Get those dosages right.
Oh man, hey, dude, it was a great day of golf. We played here out at Highland Pines. It was a new course and resort being opened out here, dude. The word around town here in Houston amongst the H-Town guys is when something's badass, they say it's tits. Oh, that's tits, bro. That's tits. So I'm gonna tell you that course is the tits.
Hell yeah.
Nice.
Damn, man. It's better than Riverbend.
Hey, we're not gonna go
Is
there.
it better than the Alamo Trail?
Damn, shots fired.
Okay, well,
Sergio woke up choosing violence today.
yes, and I love it. Well, I'm going to tell you this.
I'm a change man.
It is T2 green laser zoysia, and it's laser zoysia and neon zoysia. It's a different type of hybrid, and dude, hey, it was freaking amazing. Greens rolling at a 12.5. No lie.
Did you take that with you?
Did Perez tell you that?
Yeah.
Shit?
How did you know?
No, they had it out there. They had the stimpometer, whatever is the stimograph, whatever. They had it out there. No, I'm just fucking with y'all. But they were fast, dude. They were super fast, and I was in a zone. I started off. I think I started off with 4 straight pars and then a birdie, and then I think I was only 1 over on the front. And then, some things happened, and then next thing you know, I'm just glad I limped across the finish line.
Andy starts off hot. I was like, damn, he was sandbagging at St. Paddy's, but then it came back to reality.
Oh, no. Yeah.
Hey, I have one request. We have one request before we get going. Mike, can you show us your forehead, please?
Oh, man, the suntan line is, you just got to embrace it, bro.
Dude, that shit was so red on Saturday.
Yeah, it was a little rough on Sunday when I golfed at the quarry. I was just like, you know what? I'm just gonna have to just go with it. It's all good.
well, he had that American History X thing going on.
Oh,
God. The Edward Norton. Norton.
After I got home and I finally realized, because people were pointing it out at the clubhouse, and I was a little intoxicated and maybe didn't even believe them. But when I got home and took a shower and looked at it, I was like, oh my God, this is going to be a good 2 weeks of just wearing a hat for a while.
All right, guys. So as we've kicked off episode number 5, Miah, what are your thoughts? Did you think we'd make it this far?
Yeah, I always thought we made it this far. I mean, shit, like just in general, FOREBROS, like the way
Against the Grain.
Episode 5. Yeah. I think we made it so far. I mean, I didn't think Sergio was gonna make it this far, but
That's true, man. There was some mutiny.
Yeah.
There was some mutiny behind the scenes.
We were already interviewing new co-hosts, when Sergio
we
just
did.
got on,
We did. We you know what they say, two redheads are better than one. That's all.
Yeah.
That's what they say.
But Sergio got in his groove now, and he's on fire now. He's a new man now.
He's fire
I'm a
crotch.
new man.
He really is fire crotch now.
I am.
Serge, what do you think?
I shoot from the hip.
What do you think? Did you think we'd make it this far?
I did. I really did. I think that just like the commitment that we have to the show and that we have to our people, and it's like really fun space for me to be out here and be able to talk shit and talk about the events that happen. So yeah, I did. I'm looking at this as a long-term project. So yes.
Well, we know this is a fun space for you. Like no shit. Like I mean, everybody knows like that you love to live in that little box, in the top right hand corner. Everybody knows.
Hey, nobody puts baby in a corner. Let me be.
Hey, that's true. And Mike, did you think that Sergio was going to make it this long?
I mean, I'm just glad I went back and kind of looked through some of the podcasts from before the episodes to see, what you might ask and everything. And I'm telling you, that first and second episode, it was rough. I couldn't understand a lot what Sergio was saying. He's getting a lot better at enunciating.
That's because I was
getting
sober.
better.
Yeah, I mean, he might be a little sober now. I don't know.
That was pre-retirement.
Yeah, good call.
There you go. He's a new man now. He's got his
guys.
Right.
No, you got to get it right, man. You got to get it right. Well, guys, thanks so much for being on tonight. And I'm gonna tell you, I'm taking off right back to SA right after this, and I'm actually in like in my buddy's one of my buddy's guest rooms right now. And so like I was just talking with his wife, and I said, don't mind this cord running from your modem to the computer right now. But I said, don't worry. I'll be after I eat some of your food, after I smoke some of y'all cigars, and take some of y'all's munchies. I said, you know what? I'll be good, right? I'll be out of here. All right, guys, got a lot to go into. We got a lot to go into. Man, amazing event that took place this past weekend at Fort Sam on the Salado course, right? I thought it was great. It was freaking beautiful. Carts galore. There was 2 other organizations here, and I'm not trying to talk shit about any other organizations, but you know what? We outnumbered both of the other organizations combined. 70, it seemed. Tell me, Miah, 78 players, right? 78 players?
72 players to be exact.
My bad. I'm sorry. 72 players. We had burgers, we had the chips, we had beers, we had range balls, a lot of side bets, a lot of action, a lot of payouts, raffle, a putter, wedges, some Oakberry hats, some great freaking new cups, the new aluminum cups for FOREBROS are out there. Like, man, there was a lot of stuff going on. It was great.
Oh yeah, I had a blast, definitely. I mean, I sent y'all my after party, shenanigans and shit. I didn't even know how I made it home. Well, I had Adrian drive home.
Yeah. I was like, well, shit. Like I had to keep updating my wife. I said, look, baby, round's over. We're doing the raffle. Okay, raffle's over. We're drinking some celebratory beers. All right, celebratory beers over. Hey, we're eating. Making sure we get home safe. Hey, I'm on the way home. Right?
Yeah, that's called a great event for me. Yeah,
I made it home 15 minutes too late.
Yeah.
What does that mean? You said that. What does that mean? 15 minutes home too late?
That means that my wife beat me home by 15 minutes. If I would have been home before her, maybe not an issue. But
yeah, you don't tell your wife, give yourself 24 hours when you go to a golf outing. You never know what happened.
I was just so stressed. I just needed to relax a little, and I was relaxing.
There you go. Exactly. All right. Oh, okay. And boom. Okay. I don't know who this is because I don't have everything in front of me. And golf certificates, playback rounds. Right. Playback rounds
for everyone.
Yeah, that was a great touch. I thought that was a great touch. That was like a little cherry on top. Mike, and we got to play together, Mike.
I know it's been a hot minute.
Dude, I thought we had a badass time.
Yeah, it was. I mean, I had a great time, and I never golfed with Jacob or Mark, and you know, I am a living example of you don't have to hit the fairway. It's all about the lines that you take. And I think, we hit over some trees somewhere where you're like, are you sure this is the line? And all four of us were just right there on number 3, that par 5, like 170 yards into the green. And I'm like, look, I know where to hit these shots and everything. It's just me executing it. But, Fort Sam's one of them courses where you can hit the ball everywhere and there's not a whole lot out of bounds or whatever, and you can still score pretty decently. So yeah, I had a great time. It was awesome.
That's Austin's home course right there.
It is, and you know what? It really was because.
And I'm not ashamed to say that either.
No,
maybe for a few months I was, but after how it was, I'm a little impressed.
Oh, no, you know what? Yeah. It's still not anywhere close where it used to be, but you know what? It's on the up and up.
Yeah.
There's a shitload of grass growing in, and that's great to see. Freaking a lot of energy, a lot of good vibes. Robert's out there playing his "Hit Me, Baby, One More Time" freaking music out there. And you know what? There's a lot of energy. You had to admit that. There was a lot of energy there from our guys. I mean, they had a lot of great stuff going on. Sir, your thoughts on the event?
I think that, well, first of all, Robert, I'm looking at you. You took 30 minutes away from my morning, dude. If I would have known that you're not going to highlight the people that have paid already when I make a payment, I would have stayed up a little later and make that payment myself. But this is the first time too that we integrated all hands on deck from the board, talking about the board perspective. So I was able to focus on like one thing and one thing only in the morning while the boys were getting ready for the rest of the stuff. Also, I thought that Jeff Kicker, we're good friend from the FOREBROS. He wanted to run a Super Skins game, like $20, no flights, all grows. Man, that pot got up to $600. So on top of the money that we had, add the $600 that were paid out, that was pretty cool.
Yeah, it was over like maybe close to what, Ostman, maybe 3,800, maybe.
Yeah, something like it was just under $4,000 total.
And I only won $45 and I spent $150. Hey, I came out good, man.
You know what I thought though. It all started as soon as we got to the course, and we've had some tournaments, I know, at Silverhorn before where they got some music playing, and Robert was inside going through, and it was just him, and he had 3 tournaments to set up that day. Yep. And we were luckily to be the first one, so he could kind of focus on us, get us in, get us out. But it was like they were standing by, all the carts were straight, they had balls on the range already. Robert, he's coming with all this energy and everything, there's music playing, and it was just like, man, this is a great day, and it's an even better day to start drinking at 7:30 in the morning with all that free.
He still owes me a few drinks for what he did to me for those 30 minutes that he took away from me.
Yeah, well, I'm glad because anytime he can keep you off the range before the round is better for the field.
It like 10 balls before it went out.
I knew that was going to happen when he was already flustered. I said, he's round as fuck.
So you know what? That's one thing we really need to do every time is that we need to make sure we tip the pro shop guy, we tip the GM something. Hey, like get this guy flustered. Not this.
No, I already know the Sergio secrets to get him.
Oh, you got to
rush him, man. Don't let that dude do his fucking fucking
I know. I'm sorry. This is Rene right here. I hope he's watching.
Okay. All right, guys. So we got some great comments out here. We got Rudy Carrillo over here. Someone from my group called me Sergio's twin. Not sure if that was a jab or a compliment.
Oh, good.
I don't know either. I don't know how to take. I don't know.
I wouldn't know how to take that either, Rudy.
Yeah. It could mean a lot of things.
Hey, Rudy, you have like really awesome shoe game, so that's a compliment, bro.
Yeah. He's got awesome shoe game, but you know what? Hey, he ain't the first one to have the shoe game in the group. So don't act like he's bringing something new to the table. Am I right, Mike?
I'm not talking about seniority. I'm not talking about seniority.
I don't want to get too into the weeds on what I've introduced Sergio to. Eye-opening with shoes and head covers and golf clubs, but yeah, Sergio might become
broke.
Yeah, broke. I would say broke because he's been pretty lucky so far. But
I gotta say, Ostman has definitely, Mike has definitely kind of changed my personality in a way.
yeah, I know a guy for everything. So you need something, let me know.
Right here, guys. And before we move on here, guys, thank you so much, guys, for commenting. It's freaking beautiful to see all the guys out here commenting and being an active part of the show. Right here. This is Nick Mendez right here. Attaboy. I make that drive at 11 p.m. on Sundays during baseball season for my son. Hey, dude, I got my daughter's got a game at 10 in the morning, so you know what? I got to do it, right? I got to do it. I got to get there. Got to get there tonight. Daughter's got a game tomorrow. Right here.
Hey,
also,
Nick played really good.
Oh, he did, man. He did. And this is also Nick again. There was a lot of buzz. I noticed it as soon as I walked by the range. Keep up the great work, guys. Nick, thank you, Nick. We do it for you, man. We do it for our members. We do it for y'all guys. Also, Mike Freeman, the stick, right here. That was an awesome service you provided.
Hey,
thanks,
nothing
Mike.
but the best for the members.
Hell yeah, man.
Hey, don't expect no. Hey, you're gonna have to buy your burgers at Hyatt.
They some expensive burgers at the Hyatt, but they delicious though. They delicious.
Yeah, they're good. Hey, those burgers are good. Yeah.
If you win money at the Hyatt,
food and beverage. Sorry, guys.
Yeah, if you win money at the Hyatt, please buy Miah a burger and the rest of the board as well. Hey, we do this for free, and if you feed us, we'll keep on doing it.
All right. So before we get into some of the results, Sergio, and I'm going to give you time to get some of those ready to go because we're going to just a brief rundown. We don't have to do the numbers because it's a Golf Genius. It's there, and so we want to just kind of just review some of the places and some of the winners here. Well,
yep. I
was speaking with there was top dogs out here today at this course that are who's who in the golf media, right? And we're talking about groups, right? We're talking about talking about league play, tours, right? And what I'm telling them about FOREBROS tour, and he said, yeah, man, I remember when y'all were just like a small group, and now y'all, I see your schedule. It's a great schedule, Maya. Awesome job, bro. I see y'all are on Golf Genius. Sergio, hey, kudos to you, man, because you've taken that to the next level. And he said, man, y'all aren't a little group anymore. And I said, yes. And I said, but you know what? It's still the same. We still take zero money. We still make it about our members first. And we're still putting out a great freaking product, and plain and simple. And he's like, you know what? It's all about the members. It's all about the guys. And if you make it all about the guys first, then you know what? No matter what, in the end, everything's going to work out.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Definitely. It's all about the guys, man. I mean, me and Sergio talk like, what do we do this for? It's to get a great environment for everybody, because that's what I wanted. I try to take, when we started this, the good of Andy. All of us played in leagues before and all that, and we took everything we could get out of a good league and put it all into one. And and this is where we're at right now. So, it's all for the members.
Maya invited me to the Rusty Nail, and he bought me a bunch of old fashions that he complained about.
And he touched you.
He touched me because because we started talking about like, hey, it's like, hey, dude, like, why do you do this? Like, I want to know why you do this, because like I want to know, if I'm gonna go hard with you and go through everything, like I want to know what kind of guy I'm, running with, and I'm not gonna repeat what he said, but my intentions, my reasons for doing this are very similar. Like this gave me purpose as I was transitional in military. And, I love having this, I love having this group that has nothing to do with what I did before I became unemployed, which is now.
But the real reason I do this is to piss my wife off.
Well, in looking around today, I was talking with this one African American, this one black dude, right, that had like his own simulator van out at the golf tournament, right, out of the tournament. He goes, this is what I do. He goes, I'll take this, and we do tournaments, we do events closer to the pin, whatever. And and I said, you know what? We're talking. I said, man, our group is freaking diverse. Like it's just like there's all walks of life. Like there's all walks of life. You know, white, black, brown, military, not military. We got guys coming from out of town to play in our events, which is a big, you know, that means that we're doing something right. We got guys from all walks of life, and it's amazing, right? It's amazing, and we had a lot of players, and I wanted to say, Sergio, you and Chris, I thought y'all did a great job of putting in the scores and getting everything ready. And man, again, but before we move on to the scoring, I wanted to say, dude, y'all did a great job.
That was the most scorecards that we have entered, and given the time that the groups came in, I think that we did that pretty quick. It helps when we remove ourselves from like the main area where everybody's just like hanging out, because it's like I need that silence. I need that person reading the scores to me throughout a time and repeating and make sure that we're entering every number correctly. Because at the end of the day, right, you know, I don't want a clerical mistake to ruin your day if you play well. So the same effort that we are putting into getting the event going, we're also putting the same effort into finishing the event.
Oh, definitely. I had a game plan going into that event, and it was not to get too fucked up before the end, but I don't think I accomplished that, so I apologize for this.
No, hey, there's no need.
Hey.
It's just like, you know, we expect it.
But I don't put scores in, so y'all don't worry about that.
We expect it from you.
We got mad at each other, so we did good.
Oh yeah.
All right.
If we ain't fighting, that means we're not doing good.
That's true.
Yeah.
That's true. If we ain't fighting, if we ain't talking shit, if we ain't getting heated, you know what? Then you know what? We ain't got no passion, right? We ain't passionate.
Oh yeah. There was some fuck yous, and then there was some hugging at the end.
Oh no, definitely.
We were trying to figure things out. Like the walls were just like closing in on me. I think like Chris or it might have been Charlie asked me like, "What do you need right now?" And it was like all those guys next to me was like, "Get the fuck away from me right now." Fucking Miah. And Miah did his gorilla walk all the way out to the out of the patio.
Hey, Miah, and you left your burger over there.
Hey, you know I was mad if I left the burger. I was like, fuck, I'm out of here.
All right, Sergio, you got some numbers for us, man. Let's get into those numbers, man.
I got some numbers. Okay, so the total purse for this event was $3,340 officially. Add those $600 that Jeff got into the Super Skins game, so you know that puts us right under 4K. I'm going to go through A-Flight results really quick. As you guys know, we have the toughest BNC flight in the entire state of Texas. So first place, gross. I'm going to go first, second, and third gross in that. We had Bill Walbert, shot 71, only person to break par on that course. And then we have Michael Freeman shooting even, and Nick Mendes, as I mentioned, played excellent, shooting 1 over. For the net side, old Dick Salinas with a 68. Man, that guy just wants pops and pops and pops. New member, Alan. I'm not going to pronounce his last name, but 69, and also with a tiebreaker, Mando. So happy for you, bro. And there's 69 also in that. King of the Par threes for A-Flight was Daniel Blair, one of Scott Trito's guests, and he's will be coming back playing with us. Shot 1 under. That was a pretty big putt. For B-Flight, toughest B-Flight in Texas. All right, we had Mike Ostman and Brad Ishins both shoot 77. Our B-Flighter shot 77. And then we get Mike Deere with a 79. This is all gross. Then we move to our nets. You know, some of the handicaps are going to be adjusted. Keel Caulfield, 65. Nick Parento, good for you, bro, 69. And then Jack Riley, also last-minute addition, new member, shooting a 70. King of the Par threes at even. Mario Martinez. Mario and his brother Zeke have been constantly playing with us. They were Cookie Mafia tour guys. They still play with them a little bit, but they kind of like how we do business, so they're like repeated customers. And finally, for the Sea Flight, we got the biggest, again, just look at hear these numbers out. Okay. In first place, our very own sandbagging Charlie Garay with an 82. Tiebreaker with another sandbagger, Ray Martinez with another 82. And
Yeah.
in third place, this is our C flight, by the way. In C flight, in third place, Gross with a score of 84. Who do you think? Miah.
Hey.
All right. So this is
Oh,
where
yeah,
it gets kind of.
bro. I'm gonna come back.
Hey, I'll finish up really quick. I'll polish it off. Okay. For the net, Johnny Irvin shooting a 59 net. All right. Again, handicaps are going to get adjusted. Oscar Duran, 63 net. And then our own very own porn star, Salomon Vieira, with a 64. The king of part 3 was Sig Martinez at plus over. So yeah, like that sea flight, man, I'm telling you, it's I don't want to be in that thing. It's 82, 82, 84, and
you're on the way if you keep shooting how you do.
Hush.
Yeah,
I'm gonna get there. I'm gonna get there earlier so I can practice.
Hey, honest. I mean, I'm proud of those guys. There's a lot of guys I've known for years, and like Freddie Lawrence, man, you know Freddie. I mean, that dude shoots in the 120s, 130s when I first met him, and he shot a personal best 88, I think, and you know he was hyped up about that, and I was happy for them. For Solomon, Oscar, we know battle tested Oscar for years, man, and they were hyped. They were excited. So, you know, I'm happy for those guys. You know. And
it's awesome to see different winners.
Oh yeah, definitely. And then I like our group because if somebody comes in new or whatever and they play and they win, there's no hating from anybody. You know, you congratulate them and move on, and because that's not our money, that's the members' money. You know, we don't have no personal stake other than, you know, we're trying to compete too, but there's no hating, there's no nothing. On that nature, but I was proud of a bunch of guys, even Ostman, because you know at Randolph, you know, but he's been coming back. He's been shooting good, so I was proud of him.
Been in a dark place for a while. I even went and bought some 1-length irons because they're still in the box, brand new. I haven't busted them up, but it was starting to question if I should keep playing.
Yeah, you know, we dog each other and all that because we do our side bets, but overall, I'm happy for guys that shoot good and get up there and stuff. So
that's when you know shit. That's when you know shit gets crazy, right? Is that when you're over there buying getting fitted for one length iron.
Oh, God, man.
They're all the same length. Like what the fuck? Like they're all the same. But you know what? I thought Mike shot well, and I think that was a thing. Mike didn't always have the ball in the fairway, but he had some badass angles at the hole. So I'll tell you
it's all about the angle. And look, you just got to be positive. It's all about your mentality too. Everyone would hit a shot out like, "Ooh, you're good. You're fine right there." You know.
He was Magic Johnson out there. That's how positive he was. The whole time. Oh, hey,
you stay positive and don't get down on yourself. You know, that's a 15-20% chance that you're going to hit the next shot a little bit better than the last one. You know, you start getting down, and then that's where it gets out of control.
But that's what he just kept saying the whole freaking time, Miah. Oh, you're fine.
You're fine.
Oh, you're fine. I was like, I'm stuck behind a fucking tree, guy. Like, what do you mean I'm fucking fine? Like, hey, it was the reverse psychology was working, bro. It was getting me out of my game, you know?
Yeah. I also want to have a big shout out to Brad. How do you pronounce his last name?
Isham.
Oh, yeah. Brad.
He earned a lifetime membership with us on Saturday.
Hey, and it's super easy. All you got to do is buy beer at the end of the round.
Yeah. He bought beer. He hung
super
out.
Easy.
Went to the restaurant.
He babysitted Miah.
Miah. Brad was over there ordering, and the chick's leaving. I'm like, Brad, check out that chick's ass. And you know, Brad's all quiet. I'm like, hey. And I got busted big times, man. Like,
no, but you know what? I think she was proud of her ass. She was proud.
Yeah.
You know, and yeah. You know, we all were proud for her. All right. And to top it off, this was one of the best pictures of the night.
Oh my God.
Oh,
damn, not a shrimp was left on that fajita plate. I'll tell you.
Okay, all right. Now
I'm so sad I missed that.
Okay, all right, okay. I'm gonna tell you this much. Miah had like 3 plates of fucking food that were like brought to him, and he's like, hey, where's my campeones? I mean,
look at those sausage fingers,
bro. Dude, no, you should have seen him. This guy was upset because he didn't have his fucking little strips, right?
Wait.
And
Hey,
I was like,
Miah, is that?
as you can see right there, look, everything is cleaned up. Like, man, like this guy ate everything. This dude had four plates. 4 plates.
Adrian's
Oh,
laughing
he was
at
getting
him.
mad at the waitress. Dude. He was getting mad at her.
I
we
was
had to calm
hungry
him
and I
down.
was fucking drunk. I was tearing all that shit up.
Hey, Miah, is that a new phone?
Yes, that is a new phone. I do got a new phone.
So there's no
Yeah,
excuse
remember-
of your phone being
remember
like,
that
dead
time he
after
had
the
to
round?
leave early because he had to get a new phone? Or that Randolph, I think.
Why did you have to get a new phone, man?
Because my phone's broken.
No, I think that was day 2 of the Randolph Open, wasn't it? The club championship.
That was at almost.
Maya's phone lasts about 12 holes. That's it.
Hey,
Not
I'm
anymore.
gonna tell you, and Jaime can vouch for me, and Derek. Once you leave around, it gets addicting, bro. Like you just want to leave all the fucking time. You start shooting in the hundreds and 90s. Like easy. It's like easy. You're just like, fuck this, I'm out of here.
Okay, and for those that don't know what we're talking about, is that Miah has his MO is that he likes to leave rounds when he's not.
No, I only did that twice.
Well. Hey man, it's twice too many. Twice too many, bro. Twice too many.
Hey, don't disrespect the game, bro.
That's it.
Fuck the game and fuck everybody. I left.
Hey, and then you're like this. No, all bets are off. You're like, no, fuck no, all bets are off. You had to pay out bets, motherfucker.
Oh yeah, I guarantee you, everybody fucking texts me for their money.
All right.
Hey, but I'm on a new leaf. I don't quit anymore. Not yet.
Okay, so Dishner has a great question, Sergio, and I'm curious about this too. Wouldn't a live scoring software save tons of time and effort? And we do have one. We do have the capability. We do.
So a few things with that, because Gary was asking me that question when I was doing the announcements on Friday. So first of all, we don't have the funds to have the Golf Genius. We don't have the funds yet to have like the full version of the Golf Genius. But even with the lives, actually, this might kind of like segue into our hot topic later on. But the reason why we went away from the live scoring that we were using, one of the apps that kind of Miah introduced us to, is that we unfortunately kind of uncovered some cheating going on, that people were watching the leaderboard and they were using that to maybe alter their score. All these are allegations that...
Okay.
Go ahead.
Sergio, I don't mean to cut you off, but let's stop right there, because that is going to be into the point that we will be going into our hot topic.
Got it.
And thank you for explaining that. Thank you for explaining that. And we will get a little bit more into it, because, guys, the hot topic of the night is, what do we do with cheaters? What do we do when you know somebody's cheating, when you see it, when you know the scorecard is not being turned in correctly, or somebody has that MO of they fluff the ball, they move the ball, they use that foot wedge. And so, hey, you got any stories? You got hey, Maya's wearing the ultimate cheater jersey right there. So
you ain't cheating, you ain't trying, motherfuckers.
Hey, Andy, just let me close it really quick.
Go for it, bro.
To your answer, no. I mean, it would save us some time, but not really, because we still would have to go hole by hole and confirm every score in the scorecard is correct, with whatever input that you put in. Therefore, we don't have the means to do it in a way that will make it faster for us.
That, and we don't have the funds to get that Golf Genius scoring. We poor.
Yeah,
we broke.
No, we're not. We're broke. We're not there. We're not there yet. We're not there yet. But I know it's we have the capability to use the input to put the scoring in for Golf Genius, and to where it does do all the breakdowns, and so that I'm hopeful that's something that we can get there, right?
But that's why we added 2 white members on the board, so the credit score could be.
It's instantly gone up by 100 points, right, Maya?
Oh yeah, definitely. We were right in on that Mexican credit score. We were getting shit.
we had to put money down.
This shit up by 30 points.
We had to put money down.
Maya had a couch in layaway that's keeping her score down.
Yeah.
Well, he does. He has it on. What is it? That payment plan?
Rent to own.
Affirm. He's got a firm.
Affirm. He's got a firm.
Hey,
Yeah, I got a
game
Peloton
changer.
on there. It's all good. No, zero interest.
That's what Maya gets all his clubs and shoes.
Hey, that's my motto. Ball till I fall, motherfucker.
Hey, you fall a lot, dude. You do.
I do.
Fall a lot.
I do feel that.
All right, guys. So I'm gonna go ahead and make sure right here we got. I'm gonna go ahead and try to get A-Rod up and going here. If Sergio, Miah, you want to kind of intro the Hyatt we got coming up here.
I'll go first. So
you're the
Hyatt,
ultimate. You're the hype man, dude. Go for it.
Oh yeah. So the Hyatt is gonna be very, very exciting. It's our first major of the year. It's not gonna be easy. We have 98 players signed up. Only 80 spots left. I think there's less than that, but Ostman's going to go with the numbers on that of how many spots are left for that event, but it's not very many. And get it for $65 plus tax. That course usually ranges about 120. I don't even know.
Yep.
I haven't paid
even
full
the hot
price.
deals.
Yeah, I haven't even paid full price in a while since joining FOREBROS and getting good deals, but I know it's pretty pricey, but the course is in pristine shape. So you're going to be in for a treat. And for it to be the first major, I mean, there's no better way than to do it at the Hyatt. And one of the courses for sure are going to be the Oaks. And, that's made for my game. Right.
We may or may not be talking to the superintendent out there to ask for some Sunday pins. So it's gonna cut it.
Hey,
and,
it's gonna be fun.
Somebody
take my keys, please.
Hey, and before I hand out the mic over, to the word over to Mike, I'm gonna make a video. I was gonna do it today, but nothing got in the way. I just want to clarify, how do you sign up for our events? All right. So the first thing is that you go into our Facebook website and you go to the event. And when you click attend, that just means that you're telling us that you have an intent to go there, and we count your number. However, for all these events, if you don't pay your buy-in, like another, and we fill out the event, sorry, man, like you're out. So make sure that whenever you are signing up for an event, that you send the money ahead to secure your spot. Okay, that is very, very important. We having some issues with that in the past. Not so much anymore, but I'm going to make a video kind of showing the entire process to be able for people to sign for the events and make sure they get a spot in the field before we sell out.
Definitely. So when I put deadline, that doesn't mean if the event gets sold out and you say, hey, you gave me the deadline. The deadline's actually when the event, it can go earlier. If the event sells out, it's out. But we're at the point, that's why we close it on Monday. So if we have 60 players signed up, even though we said 80 spots, that's what we're rolling with, because it takes a lot of stuff for all the guys to do things. So, and we have families and that nature and stuff like that. So we try to get things done and get the course, let them know the numbers. So Monday is our deadline. Wednesday or Thursday, it's Ostman's call for when the side games are in. So, but to secure your spot, the $25 to secure your spot from there.
I want to do a quick little shout out to my boy Mark Parolio. He played in some events while he was here in San Antonio, moved to Tampa, Florida, and he's watching us from all the way out there. So thanks, bro. I appreciate your support as always. Good friend.
Thanks, brother. Thanks for watching.
Ostman, your turn.
Yeah, so we have 80 spots at the tournament for the Hyatt, and there's already 55 people that have played. So if you want to play and you signed up on Facebook already, but you haven't paid, your spot isn't guaranteed until you pay that buy-in, that $25. So shoot me the info. My information is on Facebook. Moving forward, it'll be easiest to consolidate and track all the money and everything. So everyone can send me, I have Cash App and Venmo, all the different apps. Send me that $25, and you can, if you want to buy in for the optional games at that time too, you can. The sooner you buy in for that, the better as well. It just helps me and the board members get a good solid number so we can, broadcast how much money could be in a pot. But if all 80 players play in that option or that the optional games and everything, we have $4,000 right there in money that can be won for that tournament. So that'll be one of our biggest tournaments, money wise. And then, if somebody might want to do a super skin pot and everything, that's just more money on top. And I think there was only in that super skin pot, there's only 3 skins. I think
3 skins. Yep.
Yeah. So
$200 a pop.
$200 a pop right there. So,
Mike, can you explain for those that might not be familiar with the super skin process or what that payout entails?
Yeah, so the super skin process is just, it takes all flights, all handicaps out of it. It's whatever you shoot on the hole is whatever you get, and it's just an additional pot that you can put into. I think it was $20 per person in the last one, or maybe it was $25. But it's just an additional bet that you can get into if you're kind of a degenerate gambler like myself or most of the other people in the group. But yeah, it just takes away your handicap. If you could get a random lucky birdie or a chip in or something, it's just additional money you could win. It's optional. You don't have to do it. But again, it could be, there's more money that's going to be available to win in that super skin because it's all flights combined than, just going against your flight as far as skins as well.
Mike's version of the super skin is Pokemon cards.
Look, if you haven't heard, I collect Pokemon cards. Everyone thinks they want to give me crap and everything, but hey, we're all kids on the inside. It puts me in my happy place. That in bourbon. So,
hey, but I recommend not saying that because I'm on the C flight and want guys to get in the buy-ins, but Pars has been winning it, and even for B and A flight, I always like to get an optional because you just never know.
You never know.
I get a birdie. Hey.
All right, and that's one thing even for guys that are like, I'm an 11, right? Miah, when we were at the tournament in Vegas, right? They have super skins all the time, right? And that one guy was like, you always get, if there's a skin pot, you always get in it because you just never know.
Yeah. The worst feeling is when you don't get in it for that $20 and then you come in and find out that you had a birdie and it was worth $300.
That Vegas one, I shot like shit, but I got in and I made a birdie on the number 1 handicap hole, and
it paid out.
He met me later on that night and gave me like $300 or $400. Like, what the fuck was that for? I got like last place.
All right, guys. All right. So we're going to be bringing on the assistant superintendent, Alex A-Rod Rodriguez, all right, from the Hyatt Hill Country Golf Club out here. Hey, El Guapo.
Ay, cabrón, el guapo.
Ay,
puro pinche cowboy.
Ay,
Ay, este güey.
Ostman, Sergio, Miah, Andy.
Hey, what's up, my brother?
What's up, guys?
Man? How we doing, bro?
We are great. I'm currently on daddy duty because the rest of the family decided to go watch this Scream movie. So I got my little one over there watching Barbie.
I want to see it.
So
we've been prepping in the Torres household. We watched all like 1 through 5, and I thought 5 was good, man. So
I've never seen one of them, so I'm good with not seeing any of them.
Hey, Ron, bro, why do you got to say that, dude? This
Sorry,
it's a family-friendly show, dude.
I grew up with ghost stories on the Rancho, La Roña, and all that stuff. That damn Scream don't scare me or none of that shit.
El Chupacabra was fucking chasing Alex.
Serio, all the way from Valley Ranch.
Alex looks like he watches the Fast and Furious franchises. It's
he sweats when and he's all sweaty when he watches this too.
Sorry, man. I got my Fast and Furious franchise was Dukes of Hazzard when I was a kid.
He looks more of like a Gilmore Girls kind of guy.
Gilmore.
All right, so what's up?
All right, bro. So tell us, man. So tell us some of the things that you've been having to deal with, because everyone's saying, hey, the hard winter, greens aren't up to par, all at courses all over the city. You know what? Grass isn't growing. Hyatt seems to be looking in great shape to me.
We're from the naked eye, we're where we want to be. I mean, everybody thinks we're in great shape. As a superintendent / assistant superintendent, I look at things a little differently. I think we're about probably 80-85% to where we could be at this point. But that's just me being picky. Obviously, you want the best product you can possibly put out there. But I think for the most part, we're looking pretty good. We have no issues with any kind of water restrictions. We can pretty much water as we need, but we've been trying to dry the greens out to speed them up a little bit. But all things considered, we got weeds here and there, but I think we're pretty good right now, and I'm satisfied with the product. Not every course is going to be that great because different type of grass have different type of disease, and it's just not going to be the same universal product. Even with your city courses, you have different type of grasses, and from one course from the east side of town to the west side of town, it's just everything's going to be different. Right now, we're just in a perfect storm to where everything's working out in our favor.
Oh yeah, and I respect that from you a lot, because you put that dedication and into your product that you give out, for the golfers and stuff like that. And before I met you, I used to, have that bad, hey, this course needs to be like this. But then getting to know you and talking to you and knowing things about budgets and stuff like that, I don't really judge courses that much anymore. Well, I say that much anymore, but I don't want to. I changed my ways. I'm a new man. I don't want to dog nobody anymore. But that's because I talk to you and get different feels of what people are going through, like budgets. Some people just, hey, if you get paid low, they're not going to care about their job. So, But I like the way the Hyatt's been. I've never had any complaints about the Hyatt at all, for me, from a personal standpoint, but that's because seeing your dedication,
Appreciate that. This point last year, I couldn't say the same thing. We weren't in this great a condition. Our greens were a little on the weak side. So me and my boss, we put a game plan together around this time last year and told ourselves once the spring hits, we're going to hit it hard and heavy, and we're going to do all the preventative things to prevent what we had last year as far as our greens. So I think we're sitting pretty good, but there's more things we can improve on, and we're ready to hit that hard here in the next couple of weeks.
And we appreciate that as golfers. We appreciate that. All right, A-Rod, word on the street is we are playing one of the nines we're playing is the Oaks. Now,
yes.
What is something you could tell us about the Oaks?
When you get on the number one box over there on Oaks, I mean, you pretty much got to have a come to Jesus meeting, because if you're not in the fairway, well, I shouldn't say that about number one, because you can spray it to the right on number 6, but after that on number 2, 3, 4, I mean, you're not in the fairway, you're toast.
I think number 3 is one of the hardest, shortest par 3s in San Antonio. And
some of the undulations on our greens, some of our pin placements, I can tell you right now, some of them are going to be pretty brutal on Oaks.
Do it, man. Look at Ostman just being like, nah, no, do it. Make him hardy. Like, make people earn their shit.
Are we going to surprise our members for the other 9, or do you already know what are we going to play?
We can put whatever you guys want. If you want, we can make. If you want, we can make Oaks the first 9, so we can just crush everybody's spirits when they get to the second 9.
Ooh, a spirit breaker. I like that. I like
yes.
But I mean, it's up to you guys. I mean, it's pretty much at our discretion. We're the big group that day, so we can do whatever you want.
I always like to get hurt early.
What about Oaks and Creeks?
We can do Oaks to Creeks if you want, or we can do Creeks to Oaks. I mean, it's up to you guys. We can.
But there you have it, guys. You have an ideal of the 2 9s we're going to play. Don't know which one yet first.
Whew, man.
But
Oaks and Creeks.
So for some people that maybe have never played the Hyatt before, Alex, what there's 3 championship 9s out there, you know, because some people they don't know that there's 27 holes that y'all have out there.
Right.
Why is the Oaks course a different beast than maybe the Creeks or the Lakes? What makes it so much tougher?
Just the width of your landing areas out there. Like, I mean, your landing areas are so tight, and you only have a spot maybe 20, 30 yards to hit. If you miss your spot, you're going to be in the freaking woods. It's just a tough place to play. I mean, some of your tee balls are blocked out by some of the trees up top. So it's compared to lakes and oaks. I mean, it's what you see is what you get.
I'm pretty sure the last time we played out there, I played with Corey Thornton in the group, and I'm almost positively lost 9 balls on the Oaks. It was an interesting day.
But I mean, you have a couple of blind shots. I mean, off the tee. I mean, especially if you really haven't been there. I mean, you better hope you got a partner that's played it before to tell you where to hit the ball.
I ain't telling them shit.
Yeah, we know you ain't telling no one shit. So you would say that previous knowledge is huge.
It is. It's just as important from the tee as far as on the green also.
Hey, it don't matter if previous knowledge. I'm still gonna slice that bitch in the woods.
Well, we know. You know what? We're wondering what Miah we're gonna see out there. We are.
I'm still trying to find that Miah too. We'll see. There's glimpses.
I want to see a school of Mensa's Miah.
Yeah, there's glimpses, man. But the reason I'm smiling with A-Rod because we've had some battles over there. That shit just goes back in the Oaks. You just drink a beer and start smiling, bro. It's like,
what can you do?
Hey, here's a tip if you're ever playing with Alex at the Hyatt. Do not wrap your club around a tree. Otherwise, you'll never play there again.
I'll tell you what. I'll do you one better. This was about maybe 2.5 years ago. I had some buddies of mine. We were on number 3, Sergio's hole. And we were on the green. This jack-off, man, was teeing off on number 2. He sprayed it so far right, it landed on the green on number 3. Which is fine, whatever. I mean, that's no big deal. I mean, people are going to hit the ball wherever it goes.
Yeah.
I should have realized what kind of golfer he was when he walked up in blue jean shorts, flip-flops, and a Hawaiian shirt.
Oh, no.
So he proceeds to walk up and says, "Hey, have you guys seen my ball?" "Yeah, your ball's right here on the green."
No.
He has a club in his hand.
No.
So
He had a
here he
wedge.
comes walking up, thinking, okay, he's going to take his free drop like any other golfer that knows you get a free drop off the green.
no.
He proceeds to stand over it like he's going to hit it. I'm thinking to myself, there's no way this guy's going to try and hit this ball. Luckily, he blades the shit out of it, and it just fucking goes 20 yards in front of him. The second he did that, I gave my putter to one of my buddies and walked up to him. I said, if I ever see you doing that again, I told him, I'm an assistant superintendent on this golf course. I said, I will kick your fucking ass off this property and you will never show up again. Gave him my name, gave him my status on the course. I said, if you got any issues, feel free to go to the golf shop. So
that's rough.
Yeah.
All right. So around the Hyatt, around there, are you the resident ass kicker?
I am the resident asshole. You can ask more than one people on property, and I'm not ashamed to say it because I hold my guys to the highest standard in order to put the best product out.
Hey, the other day I went to the snack bar and asked for a burger or whatever, and say, yeah, I know A-Rod. They charged me double.
Oh, I believe that shit.
Yeah,
Okay.
That sounds about right.
Whether you're golf maintenance, golf service, no one's safe if they're not doing exactly what I need them to do.
Right here, A-Rod. All right, this is from Robert Powell. That's great to hear. I played a tournament there last year, and the greens were not in the best of shape. I'd love to hear the work y'all have put into them.
Hey, Robert, are you playing with us? Are you playing with us at the Hyatt, dude?
He wants to. He's got some stuff on his plate, and I said, bro, you commit, you get in, you pay, you're in. All right. And right here from Chris Jones. Hyatt
Dr.
has always
Jones.
been in great shape, in my opinion, compared to other local courses. That's so true.
Pour one
What's your
down for
favorite?
Chris that we
What's
miss
your
him.
favorite? What's your favorite of the nines, Alex?
Well, man, honestly, it depends on how I'm playing.
How are
If
you
my
playing?
game is up to par, then I like Oaks. If my game isn't exactly where I want it to be, probably Lakes. Lakes is probably the most forgiving out of all of them.
How is your game right now?
Oh, here we go. Here it is.
I haven't been playing much, guys. It's not where it needs to be. But let's just put it this way: I think I can be competitive in the flight I'm going to be in.
Oh,
damn!
Stay out of my
Hashtag
flight.
shots fired.
Stay out of my
Shots
sea flight, cabrón.
I have to say that A-Rod's game went down after he got rid of all his swag stuff. He stuck with the Betty.
No. I couldn't. I didn't want to be part of the sheep anymore.
Hey, let me be a sheep. I love my
Meanwhile,
sheep.
Oscar's down there like, fuck you guys.
Hey, I need head covers.
I got
You need a golf game.
I need that too.
I'm only saying that because you're wearing an Astro shirt, bro. That's it.
All right, A-Rod. I've always wanted to know how often or how frequently do y'all change the holes? Is it like weekly or is it daily or what?
Now, I don't know how some courses do it, but the way we do it, we go off of formula. I have access in my office on my computer to the tee sheet from the day before. I see how many golfers we had. I see how many we're projected to have, like once we're gone. To us, our magic numbers anywhere between 75 or 80 to 100. If we get anything between 80 and 100, I'll switch them out the next day. If we have a slow day where there's maybe 50, 60 golfers out there, I'll leave it. But we'd like to change them out every day. But if I can get away with not doing it because we're slow, then I will.
Hey, I'll give you $20. You tell me where all the pin placements at, okay?
It ain't gonna help.
It's not gonna help, dude. What are you gonna do with that? Maya, what are you gonna
sell it to one of the A-fighters?
Hey, if you get the pin locations, please tell us. What are you gonna do with those?
Sell it to an A-fighter.
Those pin placements that ain't gonna matter on Oaks.
Look, we're trying to speed up the pace of play.
Oh yeah. So that's what I want to talk about. Playing Oaks, 80 players, shotgun start. What's your recommendation to speed up play, or what would be the ideal
bogey pickup?
In those courses?
Bogey pickup.
You mean as far as shit?
But plan to be there about 10 to 12 hours, guys. All right.
No,
you want to get a 4-hour round in.
So I think that what Brandon
we could probably split them up. We could probably send 40 to shotgun off of Creeks, 40 to shotgun off of Oaks.
I like that.
I think that what Brandon recommended to do for this last one worked out pretty good, where he built a pretty significant buffer in certain holes and then double up certain like the A players to get those through faster.
You get how to find my name.
Okay, I'll do it in a little while, okay, baby? Okay.
I'm glad your kid's talking to you instead like Ostman had his freaking dog rubbing his dick all over his neck.
hey man,
I'm sorry.
My little buddy.
Man.
All right, go.
I'm sorry.
Pretty girl. Thank God she looks nothing like you, A-Rod.
That's what I hear.
But
So,
that would be a great idea, A-Rod, that something Ashley, you, and Sergio can talk about. Because, especially playing Oaks and it being a major. And
honestly, guys, what you guys should do with the coming up, get with Rob. Rob is the tournament coordinator over there.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Call and ask for Rob, and Rob should be able to accommodate anything you guys want. I mean, with us having 80 players, it shouldn't be any issue.
Yeah. But Ashley looks better than Rob. Ashley looks better than Rob.
Okay. But
I'll just work with him and give him like the aggregate handicaps of each group so he can get us where we need to be.
I mean, that's what I would think. I mean, if we can spread them out evenly from 40 players each side, it should speed it up. I mean,
Hey, Rod, is that a lot of players for an association or group?
Is that a lot?
Yeah.
It's a good amount. I mean, with us having it's hard to say that because with us having 27 holes, we've had tournaments where we're having 200 plus.
Yeah, but are those scrambles or like stroke play?
No, those are scrambles.
Yeah, so we're stroke
Yes.
play bars. So
Yes.
this is, I feel, is more
compared
significant
to
because
other San Antonio groups that we have there, yeah, no, nobody's even sniffing 80. Hey, what are you doing?
I'm trying to walk Avery's friend right here.
That's not Ostman's not your friend.
Yeah, that's Avery.
No,
hey,
It's the Pokemon
stay-
dealer. See,
Go play
as
those.
a matter of fact, hey,
He
stay
knows the
away from
Pokemon
people
dealer.
that look like Ostman. You got a teacher.
Look, everyone
He
loves
got banned
me,
from
okay?
Chuck E. Cheese.
Right here.
So yeah, like you guys say, not taking any shots at any groups in town because everybody's good in their own lane. I mean, Mission City's a good group. MAGA's a good group. Those guys are doing a good job with what they're doing. But as far as the volume that we're producing on a tournament, it's just another level. And the commitment is just awesome.
And that's something we really like
definitely.
right now.
We're gonna have a great event. That's gonna be 80. Gonna be our record breaking. Actually, Fort Sam just broke our record.
Yep.
I think
72.
what was the most we ever had was maybe 60 something.
We're just
Yeah.
in the upper six, into like the mid 60s maybe.
Yeah,
Well, that's awesome, and we're happy to have you guys.
yeah.
As
But
far
I
as-
think 80 might put Sergio into the asylum. So
Probably.
we got some great ideas to make it more relaxing coming up for that event, but that's more to come.
And I'm going to try to, I mean, we'll see what we're looking moisture-wise, but, excuse me, I'm going to try to dry the greens out.
You can say that.
My
You cannot say
man.
that word. You cannot say that word in the podcast.
You can't say- hey, you just violated so many FCC codes right there, A-Rod. All right, A-Rod. Before we let you go, the hot topic of the night is cheaters.
Okay.
Okay, so what are your thoughts on when you've seen somebody maybe fluff up the ball, when you've seen maybe somebody say, hey, what'd you get? I got 5, when you know they got 6. What are your thoughts on guys like that?
At first, when I was starting out, I mean, I didn't feel like I had a place in the golf game yet to say anything. But playing with guys that I know firsthand and didn't have that score, I mean, call them out. I've called them out before, and I've had to do it like elementary. Count 1, 2, 3, 4. I mean, you have to. I mean, just for the integrity of the game, that's one of the few things that makes this game special is integrity. And I mean, if you're, let me put it to you this way, and this might not be popular with you guys, but this is something that I see. If you're a 20, 25 handicapper or higher, if you're fluffing the ball, am I really going to get pissed off about that? When you're still probably going to get a 6 or 7 at the end of the round. But I mean, I'm not playing with guys for money like that either, though. Also, so it's kind of a line I got to straddle. But I mean, playing with the guys that are at my level in tournaments, yeah, I mean, we hold each other accountable, and it's pretty much just a non-spoken rule that don't roll the ball. Whatever you shoot, you shoot. I mean, know your rules as far as red stakes, white stakes, and these are things you should just know before you get there. We shouldn't have to make announcements teaching you the rules each round or anything like that.
Guys, all right. Thank you, A-Rod. Guys, y'all have anything for A-Rod, guys, before we continue the podcast?
Just thank you again for you and your guys doing the hard work, and we appreciate every time we go out there. No complaints here when I go out there at all.
Matthew Fitzpatrick, I agree with A-Rod. It's about the integrity of the game.
Get your ass out of here, Matt.
A-Rod, thank you so much, brother.
What a
And we look forward to seeing you on the 25th. And, man, we thank you for all the hard work you're doing, man, for making sure, man, you put out a great quality product for the golfers here in San Antonio, brother.
I appreciate it, guys. I will be working the morning of the 25th, so I'll be on the oak screens making sure I like these pin placements. So.
Evil pins.
Yeah.
Right.
It will be
borderline illegal.
All right, brother.
It'll be
come on.
Yeah, it'll be pretty bad. But it's going to be a great time, guys. I look forward to seeing everybody. And for the guys I haven't met yet, look forward to meeting you guys, and we should have a good time.
All right. Good night, A-Rod. Thanks, brother.
Thanks, guys. Have a good one.
You too, bro.
All right, man. Okay, so A-Rod gave us his thoughts on cheaters. All right, Ostman, is there any stories or anything you have in regards to having dealt with this issue? Because it's a big issue.
Yeah, I mean, I am not a huge confrontational person, especially when you got to spend the next 3 or 4 hours with a group of people and try to focus on your game too. But you know, it's just about the integrity, especially if you're playing for money. You know, just be honest to yourself. And I might, you know, if they say something, you know, because when we're walking off the greens or whatever, after you get your ball in the hole, we're asking what everyone got. And, you know, I could pretty much tell you what everyone got just because of how I follow the game with everything. And if something doesn't seem to line up, I'll probably, you know, say something to one or say something about it. But if it continually happens, I mean, it's just kind of a buzzkill. It takes the energy out of the group, and it just, you know, doesn't let you or anyone else in the group enjoy it, because then you got to always be paying attention to their score, and then, you know, wondering if you say something to them or if they're going to be a confrontation or whatever. So, I mean, I try not to be as confrontational as I can. I'm a pretty, you know, happy-go-lucky person. But yeah, it's rough.
On FOREBROS, I don't see as much. I've gone and played with some recent groups, and I'm not gonna say no names or anything, but they pair up pair up differently than us. Like, we got guys just mix of guys that don't even know each other, you know. And it's easier for guys that don't know each other to call somebody out, be like, hey, this motherfucker didn't get no, you know, double. It was, you know, a triple. But I've heard, you know, uncles, cousins, brothers, sisters, or, you know, fucking all playing in the same group and then winning tournaments, you know, all in cahoots. But that's what I worry about. But FOREBROS, I don't see that as much. Like, if the guys known each other for years, like in our groups that I play with, we gamble, and nobody's gonna want you to take their money, and they'll call you out. I've been called out because I forgot, like, oh no, motherfucker, you didn't get no damn bogey. That was a double. So hey, you know what? Let me count. Oh yeah, you're right. You know, not intentionally, you know, that I try to say I got a bogey, but you know, sometimes I get a little too tipsy and I forget.
Sergio.
So one of the big things in you know, etiquette in tournament golf is that once you hold the ball out, you know, you have to announce what you shot, right? You know, and it's not a bogey par, like you say the number of the strokes that you took. So, you know, mostly I'll give people the benefit of the doubt if their number that they say is wrong. But the guys that I hate are the perpetual ball finders. Those guys that go out in the woods and somehow miraculously find their balls, or, you know, those are the guys that I kind of detest, and I will call out, and I have in the past, you know, just based on experience, because for me, there's no room, you know, there's no room for that in our group, first of all, and there's no room for that in golf, I think. And just kind of piggyback writing what Miah and Ostman said, when something like that happens, it definitely just like takes the vibe out of the group, and just like, I really do, like, now I have to, you know, you find this ball in the woods that nobody was looking at but you, but suddenly you had a good lie to hit. And now I have to pay extra attention to you, because, you know, you're probably, you know, if you're comfortable cheating with that, you're probably comfortable cheating with something else.
Oh yeah, and that comes down to the live scoring too, which I used to like the live scoring, but I've had a situation where I'm keeping score on the scorecard, and on the live scoring is different. Not saying, you know, if they did it intentionally, but, you know, you can't go off of that live scoring. I always like getting 4 signatures, everybody verifying after the round, hey, did you shoot this, or you say your score? You know, it might not be right, but if you go with that live scoring and Sergio just takes that, there's no, you know, verifying from the other members of what that guy shot. But It all comes down to integrity. Like, if you want to cheat, that's to me, I'll never bet you again. You know, you'll be off my list. But if you cheat more intentionally in FOREBROS, and it's mostly all of us on the board, we'll kick you out. We'll give you the boot.
All right. No, okay. So Miah, why don't you tell us like what really sparked this? There was a situation that Ray was talking about. What kind of sparked the whole talk for us on Saturday in regards to?
I don't know. Ray just said, "Hey, do you see anybody cheat or something like that? Do you know any cheaters?" And I'm like, not that I know of. I mean, I kind of distance myself from, or we don't allow that in our group. If we don't know about it, I mean, is there probably cheating? Maybe. I mean, but I like to give people the benefit of doubt before, because when you call somebody a cheater, especially another man, hey, you better get ready for some words or
Some blows.
shit like that. But I've had instances where not cheating, but just ethical or just being an asshole or whatever. I've kicked people out and tell them to have a nice day afterwards, but I wouldn't have any doubt of kicking somebody out if they cheat, because you're taking somebody else's money that's supposed to be winning and stuff like that. And these pots are getting really big, and I think everybody knows to keep an eye on each other. I mean, because these pots are getting to like 200 first place, 100 and something second, and so I don't really see. I'm not really too worried about that in FOREBROS, to be honest.
No, and you're right in that regards that there's no matter what we do professionally, it's hard-earned money, right? And we want to make sure that we are given that opportunity to earn that money and earn it back fairly, right? At the fairest way possible through our game. And I think, everyone talked about integrity, and that's kind of like your word, that's your bond. That's really on you, right? As an individual. And so I think that's one thing that we hold high regards in our group. And if there's rumors of that, you know what we do? We address them. We don't just put it to the side. We don't just chalk it up to, oh, well, and you know what, like you said, though, we do like to give guys the benefit of the doubt. And I'm thankful that we haven't had continual issues in that regards, because you know what, as board members, somebody who's in that group, like we ask people, to discuss it, and we have brought it up in the past, and we will continue to do that if that's ever brought to us. So don't think that we're a group or a board that just looks the other way.
Oh yeah, when I first started playing for gambling and money, I've had guys that they play with us in FOREBROS and B&W, and these guys, and they kind of groomed me, not being a better player, but gambling wise. But they taught me, you know what I mean? And I've heard, hey, one thing you don't want to do is ruin your name for a couple of dollars, because then you're done. You know what I mean? And if you want to cheat and you want to ruin your name or sake, hey, that's on you, man. Because you know what? Golf community is a small world, and everybody will be like, hey, that dude's a fucking cheater.
No one wants to bet. Why is nobody betting? You know why? Why no one's betting with you. All right. So as we get to the end of tonight's podcast, Sergio, let's go through the points in the race for Comanche.
Okay. Yeah. Perfect, Andy. Thank you so much. Let me pull that up on my side. Sorry, guys. Okay, so as you guys know, for the race to Comanche, and I post this on the WhatsApp chat, and I'm also going to post it on the into our Facebook page. But if you have access to the portal where we post everything, that information will be there. So as you guys know, the race to Comanche, we are going to take the top 32 players. If you can look at that line right now, our player in this 32nd place is none other than Michael Gomez. When you're looking at this graphic and look a little bit more into it, you can see the amount of tournaments that people or events that play with us. To highlight Miah has played 18 events. That's why he's so high up in the points.
Hey, man.
But hey, this is not a golf HIPAA, dude. But anyway, like you can see where you stand and why Hyatt's so important, that it's going to be double points. So it's not only that you're getting you're getting like the usual, everything is going to double. So people that are in that bubble, if you can tell the difference between the 32nd place to 38, it's not a lot of difference. Those guys in the bottom can easily get in the field to Comanche, to the race for Comanche.
So can we go, Sergio? Can you go down the list of, let's go ahead and start with those because it's 28, and then there's 4 at large picks, correct?
Correct.
And then
So,
let's go ahead and start with 36. Like, where are we at 36, and let's work our way up.
Okay, so in 36th place we have Saul Figueroa, which he is on the line. Michael Freeman is in 35th place, but I'm pretty sure if he continues to play with us, he'll have no problem getting into the field. Then we have Joe Avalos in 32nd place, 34th place. In 33, we have Justin Meir. 32nd, Michael Gomez. Brad's moving up in the points. Jason Minders went down a little bit. Nick Martin, 29th place. Mando Barbosa and 20, went up to 28. So Barbosa, Armando right now, as of now, he's in. Then Jerry Mendoza, Rudy Caudillo, Alex Rodriguez, Joey Staples, Cedric Evans. So, right now you're looking at those 28 people. Everybody has a chance to get in because the margin of points is so small that, if you have a good Hyatt tournament, you show up to the money game on Thursday and you have a chance to get into the field. I think that the top 10, top 14 are pretty safe and they'll make it to Comanche regardless. It is the bottom part of the table that is at stake.
All right. So as we close that out, it's super important, guys. It's super important that you attend these events, that you get those points, double points at Hyatt. So hey, all it takes is a win. All it takes is a win to get you back in place or top 3 finish. It gets you there. All right. Now, in regards to cheating, Charlie, right here, Charlie. All right. When we were a smaller group, it was easier to police cheating, but now that we've grown, we have to depend on our members to help maintain the integrity of our tournaments. We put a lot of time and effort to do this for you all, and really hope we don't have to address this with anyone. And we hope, and we're always hopeful, but we're always prepared. We're always prepared and willing. Now, hey guys, as we close out the show, shout outs. Mike Ostman, shout outs.
Yeah, I just want to give a shout out to Robert Vasquez and the guys at Fort Sam. I think that was much better. Just hearing everyone talking about than I thought it was going to be, and I'm glad it's coming around, and you can tell how it's going to come around in a couple months.
Sergio.
So, gonna shout out to for me, it's Dave Davila and American Auto Shop. They are going to be the sponsors for our major in Hyatt. He's going to be giving away 2 free oil changes and 5 50% oil changes. There's a lot of opportunities coming up for sponsorship, but Dave Davila was the first one that got us the ball rolling, and there's more to be. There's more about that here in the future. But shout out to him and him wanting to be part of the last thing, please. I put that game up in Facebook to get into the cups. Please get into it, because that money that we're putting into these swag stuff that we have is going to go towards the players fund, which is what basically funded all the extras that we had at Fort Sam, and we want to continue to have those kind of things for the field. So please play. There's 7 numbers out there still to be bought, so please play in that game.
Is there 3 numbers or 7 numbers? How many numbers?
7 numbers to be bought. There's 3 numbers. So far, only 3 numbers have been bought.
Stop being cheap, motherfuckers. Pay that $5.
Yeah, it's $5, man. $5. 10% chance to win.
Well, okay.
And these are not like my previous shirts where the fucking shit got stuck on you. These are good
Hey,
quality
hey,
because I put
these-
coffee
these-
this morning and
These
that
aren't
motherfucker didn't melt.
these aren't
Hey, it's good.
these aren't 8-year-olds making the shit. These are 11-year-olds.
These were made in
making the
Texas. They
Yeah, these were
in
made
Texas.
in Texas, so it's good.
Texas-
I didn't have
Tex-
my
Tex-
last Chinese order come in.
Texas, Vietnam. That's where they were freaking made. All right.
Hey, I put
Before- I'll
coffee
let-
in that motherfucker. It was good to go. I put ice water this afternoon. Hey, the motherfucker was still good.
Hey, it's
The
just leaking.
the
It's just
FOREBROS logo didn't
all
melt
the
off.
paint,
or
all the
anything.
paint is just off though. All right.
Yeah.
So my shout out is, and it's more of a question. All right. I want to know, Sergio, why Joe Avalos didn't win the bottle of liquor.
Good point. He's disabled.
He was
Motherfucker can't even
outside.
walk.
I just got to know. I just want to know why. You know what? He was there.
So first and foremost, for any raffle that we are going to do, like you must be present to win. And
He was
when
there. They were
Joe's name came up, and everybody's cheering on. I asked the people, "Hey, should we move on?" And the people spoke. Everybody in that room
spoke.
in uproar said next. So I didn't want to get beat up, so I had to listen to the people. So I had to click next.
Okay. All right.
I know that Corey missed out on the putter.
Well, we'll discuss that on the next board meeting because that might change.
I'm not gonna accept it, but okay. All right. Thank you, sir.
Yeah.
All right.
Hey, shout out to all the members that showed up for Fort Sam. Very surprised, not very surprised to get that number, but it showed a lot of support that sometimes it's not overall about the course. It's about the people and the money. The money was very good. Everybody had a great time, and shout out to Fort Sam and Brandon Ellis and his crew. And going forward, got the Hyatt, Valor, Buckhorn, Bandit, Silverhorn coming up. So, got some great courses coming out there. But just shout out, like I said, to the members. Keep on coming out, keep on showing support, and we appreciate it.
Right there, Brad says, I won his putter.
Damn.
That was Corey's putter. That was
Corey was never gonna use that putter anyway. It'll be fun.
But he's probably gonna sell it like his nasty ass shorts and marketplace.
Okay, so Sergio, I love you. I had to do it. It's been on my mind. It's been weighing heavy on my heart. Joe's
yeah. I heard that wasn't brotherhood right there. That was just that was wrong.
I didn't say that. Hey, that's not what I'm saying.
That's what I heard out there. That was not right. It's not brotherhood.
Oh man.
That might just cancel our raffles altogether.
No more raffles.
No more raffles.
Hey guys. Hey, FOREBROS. Thank y'all so much. Thank y'all so much for your support. We appreciate it because this group is nothing without our members. The board guys, great job. Awesome event. Looking forward to the major double points out at Hyatt Hill Country. Thanks so much to A-Rod for being on the show. Thanks, Mike, for hopping on tonight. Miah, Sergio, Charlie, guys, everybody who chimed in. Thank you so much. This group is growing at an incredible rate, and we want to make sure we put out a great product for y'all. Thank you so much for supporting NothingisOB South Texas Golf Podcast. Make sure, guys, you share this. You share this link. You share our FOREBROS. We're on social media. We're on Instagram. We're on TikTok. We're on Facebook. If you're not sure about joining yet, hey, hit somebody up, DM us, let us know. You know what? Miah will hold your hand. Sergio will send you a video, talk you through everything. We'll talk you through everything. All right. And Mike knows a guy that has you for anything out there. Pokemon
and I know
cards.
all the lines.
He knows all the lines. He knows all the layups. He knows where to put the ball. If you need Jordans, you need swag, you need Pokemon cards. All right. He's got you. All right. You need sunscreen. He doesn't got you. That's one thing he doesn't. That's one thing he doesn't have.
Good call.
All right, guys. Thanks so much.
I just want to say one thing before we go with the time change. These money games.
One more thing.
are gonna go a little bit later, so it's not gonna be any more of these 1 o'clock. So hopefully we can get more people out on these money games around these 2 to 3 o'clock tee times. I'm pretty sure we can get 18 in. But the more support we get, the more better deals and rate I can get for us. So it's $45 for Silverhorn coming up. So
all right, guys. Support NothingisOB South Texas Golf Podcast, your FOREBROS tour, and make sure, guys, you continue to play golf, get out there. Hey, guys, and we'll see you at the Hyatt.